The nobody and the somebody, the Christ and the Christian. Part 2 of 2. Consider, if you will, the infinite, an essence beyond conceptualization, without beginning or end, that which is timeless, unbounded, unfathomable, has not such essence, which necessarily lies beyond the capacity of a limited intellect's grasp, been called throughout the ages God? Now consider this. From birth, a child is trained through means of stimulus, response, reward, and punishment, regardless of where he or she was born, geographically or culturally, through constant repetition by their culturally flawed parents, who were themselves raised in the same manner by their parents, and their parents by their parents, and so on, throughout the generations to the beginning of the family. The child is being conditioned to be a somebody. The sins of the fathers have been visited upon their sons, have they not? The sin, original sin, is that of ignorance, of intellectual limitation, pretending itself to be the whole. That is the beginning of hell on earth for the young knowledge-seeking entity. The more the child conforms, the more they are considered normal. The more normal they are, the more easily they are controlled by their mind-controlling leadership, be it the parent, the teacher, the clergy, or the government. Such is the ignorant nature of civilized society. Such ignorance is the evidence of civilized man fall from grace. The ignorance arises when the holistic consciousness has been transformed through conditioning, which results in a fragmented consciousness. It is then that a transformation of a healthy ego into an unhealthy ego takes place, transforming a nobody into a somebody. What is the anguished cry heard in the human ghettos scattered throughout our world? Is it not the cry of the downtrodden, the exploited, the poverty-stricken, the deprived lamenting over their plight in life? Are not the shouts and the whispers of the proud and the impotent, I want to be somebody? Look at it. Don't move away from it. Don't excuse what you see. Neither excuse your reactions to what you see. Don't avoid it. Don't deny it. It is in you. It is in every one you know. It is the unhealthy ego of the corrupted, civilized human being who strives for, but never achieves, peace on earth. Everybody wants to be a somebody. If any of you listening to this should run into an entity who understands the wisdom of truly being a nobody, if so, pay close attention to that man or woman, for you have likely met a Christ. Examine quietly the essence of a somebody. By its very vibration, can you not see the limitation inherent in such a conceptually constructed entity? Examine quietly the essence of a nobody. Is there a limit to a nobody? Is not the very essence of the infinite also the essence of no thing, and the antithesis of something? Take to heart the words of an itinerant carpenter, a nobody of his time, one who walked this earth some 2,000 years ago, one who counseled the rich and the poor alike, when he said that one must die to be reborn of the Spirit. What Jesus, the Christ, the nobody, the carpenter, the itinerant preacher, did in sharing that truth with all who had the eyes to see and ears to hear, was to give sight to the spiritually blind and to raise the spiritually dead. He gave them the secret to eternal life. How many listened to his words, grasped the meaning of his words then? How many are able to grasp them now? Such simple truth was distorted by the religious and political somebodies of his time, by those who acted in his name thereafter, and the rest is, as they say, history. That's enough for now. The mission for all conditioned believers is to understand the simplicity of what has just been communicated to you. I will close this by revealing to all who choose to navigate through life blindly, filtering life's holistic energy through the fragmentation of an unhealthy ego, the undeniable, inarguable fact that they are but belief-ridden ignoramuses. Not so, you say? May I suggest that those of you who are outraged by such a simple truth, put it to the test for yourselves. All one need do is look at the present state of the world. How do you think it got that way? Don't react to the word ignoramus until you look it up in the dictionary. Understand its true meaning. It is not my intention to insult anyone with that word. If the shocking revelation of anyone who lives in their mind is a conditioned ignoramus, will surely be interpreted as insult. Why settle for the petty perks of selling your soul to a satanically ruled intellect by being a somebody, and in turn relinquish your true estate as a child of God, a Christ, an entity at one with infinite intelligence, a vibration of life that only nobodies can truly understand?